Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing an important message from your spirit guides. And to do this reading we will be picking out 4 piles together. So I already see pile 1 popping, 2, 3, and I feel this one, 4. Let's see what they are together. So for pile number 1, we have the Bear and Cedar. For pile number 2, we have the Quail and Gooseberry. For pile number 3, we have the Chipmunk and Laurel. And for pile number 4, we have the Hound and Pear. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. For pile number 1, we have the blue agate, and this is what it looks like. For pile number 2, we have the cherry quartz, and this is what it looks like. For pile number 3, we have the moonstone, and this is what it looks like. For pile number 4, we have the Amazonite heart, and this is what it looks like. All right, so take a look at which one of these 4 piles or 4 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that is probably the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile or more than one crystal, trust your intuition, because as I always say, it is your intuition that always guides you to the right readings. So whether you're just being pulled to 1, 2, 3, many, or all, trust it. You will always hear the message you are meant to hear. And as always, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, welcome to one of my favorite parts of the reading, which is preparing the piles. Like I always say, I leave this part especially for you if you love the card picking process and the shuffling. You find it to be relaxing. I do too. And personally, I love spending this time with you guys. You know, just some peaceful time with you guys. And if I have something on my mind that I want to say, it's just some beautiful time. And I'm glad to be sharing this before the reading. Okay, so let me introduce the cards to you. On the left are the oracle decks that we will be using for this reading. And on the right are the tarot cards that we will be using for the reading. First, let's start. Yeah, that's the right way. Oh, okay, well, that was ready. We're doing important messages from your spirit guides. So already I see 2, 3, 1, and 4. Okay. Let's keep this one down there so that we have more space. Preparation space. There we go. Let's pick our next oracle deck and shuffle with intention. Ooh, I see them ready. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lovely. Okay, let's now pick the tiny one. I want to pick the tiny one in the end because I feel like it's going to get lost as we put the tarot cards on top. So let's keep it towards the end. right, let's pick our tarot decks. We'll be taking 2 cards from each of our tarot decks. This is the Alice in Wonderland deck. Guys, I love this deck. Not to mention that it has this foil in a lot of the cards. Can you see? Amazing, right? And it's based on the real Alice in Wonderland story. It is just magnificent, and I love sharing with you my new finds, what I love about it. Yeah, it's just a well depicted Alice in Wonderland deck, really. I truly respect it and love it. Okay, right, so let's shuffle with intention and pick 2 decks together for each pile. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2, 1, and 2. All right, moving on to our next tarot deck. And again, this is a deck that I really, really love. Okay. Let's shuffle with intention. What important message are you getting from your spirit guides? What important message is your spirit guides delivering to you? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. Okay, moving on to our next deck. Again, let's shuffle with intention. These are ready. Ooh, these are ready. These are 3. Well, we'll leave it as it is. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Whoa, these were ready. All right. Let's take our last tarot deck. One of my dearest decks, as I always say, is the Osho Zen. It's one of the very, very first decks I connected with. I just seem to, I don't know why. Do you know how each one has this deck that they understand on an integral level? This is just this deck for me. It just works well so far. It works so well with me. I don't know why I understand it so well. I dearly appreciate it. And I think it's not just with me. I saw a lot of people who really, really connected with this deck. Okay. Let's pick out 2. Ooh, okay. 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. And we see the last 2 ready as well. All right. So I'll be picking these at the end. Let's organize them first. I'll be picking them right before we put them in. So for pile number 1, these are the cards. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shuffle them and then pick one from the top for each of the 4 piles. So what important messages or message are you getting from your spirit guides? All right, so let's pick one for pile number 1. There we go. So the first pile is ready. Let's put them up here. Pile 1 with the blue agate. Ooh. There we go. Pile 2. There we go. Let's pick our oracle card. And our main card for the second pile. That's Li, okay. What is it? Is it a double I? No, it's an Li. There we go. Second pile is ready. With the cherry quartz. Third pile. There we go. With the third main card. There we go. Third pile is ready with the moonstone. Oops. Fourth pile. Let's add, did we add this to the third pile? Yes, we have. We have, okay. There we go. With the fourth main card. Let's add our fourth pile right there. With the Amazonite. There we go. So we have our 4 piles ready. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I always love spending this preparation time with you. I know you're watching. I feel your energy. Thank you for being part of this soul family that I love very much. And let's start your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful blue agate as well as the bear and cedar. Let's take a look at your cards, pile number 1. Very intrigued with the bear and the cedar. But let's see the rest of your message. So you have, the lightning, discover, enlightenment, the spark of creation. It could be an epiphany. It could be, like it says, a discovery. Something is hitting you. We'll see. We'll see what your spirit guides are trying to say. Let's take a look first at the rest of your oracle cards. You have a leg up. And funny, can you see? You've got 2 bears in your reading. We're talking about power. We're talking about, with power, you see. We're talking about power and leadership. They're inviting you to take a role in something. All right. You also have the 1. Pile number 1. And pile number 1, right? I'm really inclined to tell you that your spirit guides are inviting you to take a step with a leg up, to take a certain step into a leadership position, whether this has to do with regards to your family or with regards to your work, with regards to a mission that you want to start. I'm not sure. I'm sure we'll find out more about it as we read your cards. But I'm seeing your spirit guides specifically saying that you are the only one who can do that. You are assigned to do that. You're meant to take that leadership position. I'm very intrigued, pile number 1. Let's see what your spirit guides mean and what they are really talking about here. All right. So you have past lives with the moon card. You have the king of, the queen of cups with healing. Let me adjust that. King of cups with healing. You have the hermit. Again, this with the hermit, I'm kind of getting the idea of you alone. The hermit is, but part of the meaning is about spending time alone, going introspective. So alone is coming very clearly in your reading. You alone can heal something in the past through an idea. All right. You have the Knight of Swords. Ooh, the Ace of Wands, which is the source of creation, Keter. One, again, the idea of one, source, Keter. You have the Knight of Swords again. You're being invited to start taking action on that. You have the King of Swords. Swords, swords, swords. And you have the World. You have a big responsibility in your hands, pile number one. With the World, the One, I'm inclined to say that I do see in your cards, pile number one, that you have a big role and only you can do it. Either in your community or around the world, just like your card literally says. You have a very important healing journey, healing task or healing mission that you're meant to undertake, pile number one. You're really being invited to start on it now, to start getting into it. Do you have any idea about it, pile number one? It's like it's in your hand, a healing of something. With the moon card, especially that it's represented with past lives, I see that this idea that you have, or idea or discovery that you will be having, or that you are thinking about at the moment, or something that's going to hit you, along with your skills, with all this library here, you will be healing something that's been going on generation after generation after generation. You're healing a certain karma going on in the world. And look at that, with this King of Swords in specific, I see that this specific King of Swords may not be always in the picture. They're alone like a hermit, planning well. Maybe you can't really see them, but they are the masters behind everything that's going on. And that's what I kind of see is happening here. Mature leadership. It's not about fame as much as it is about absolutely fixing something that's going wrong. Maybe, pile number one, you don't really want to be in the picture. Or maybe it's not about being in the picture as much as it's about being a hero. Truly fixing something, especially with the bear and the cedar, which is the card that you were drawn to. You know, the bears, they are powerful, right? And they are the guardians of the forest. Sometimes they hibernate, right? And you have the cedar, which is known to have the qualities of healing. Do you see what I mean? So together, the bear and the cedar, we see leadership as the card suggests, but the kind of mature authority. It's not coming from an egoistical place. It's more of something that it's coming from a place where you're powerful, you're guiding, you have leadership qualities to you, that you do it with fairness, with care, with love, in a way where you make a strong difference. Look, pile number one, you're really skilled. You have some, I'm not sure if you are aware or not, but you have something unique to you. I really mean this. With the one and the healing together, this here, I'm seeing that you have something that only pertains to you. It's kind of like only your hands can do it. I'm going to pick up some tarot cards and find out more about what it is that only you can do, pile number one. Perhaps it will help you with this lightning idea if you don't already know it. If you know it, you already know your message, pile number one, that your spirit guides are really inviting you to begin this journey. To start now with the Knight of Swords. With Knight of Swords, start charging, start planning, vigorous action, you know. Let me get your tarot cards, pile number one, and see what this is. I want to know what are these unique qualities pertaining to pile number one. I know this is a general reading, but if we can kindly get more. Oh, thanks a lot. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Pile number one. The Page of Wands is passionate about a certain cause in their heart, and they are brave, they're confident, they are, most importantly, the pages, they are messengers. So I'm seeing more of talking, writing, delivering a message in whichever form it is. Perhaps some people will be reading what you're writing because it's in a library, but not necessarily. The Page of Wands is someone who is confident, a natural performer, you know, someone who speaks up, an enthusiastic messenger, someone who's innovative as well, confident, energetic, someone who has a brave personality. So you become a Page of Wands every time this passion of a certain cause is arises. So you have a certain cause which, whenever people talk to you about, you light up and you start charging and you talk about it from the heart. People learn so much from you, from these ideas. When you talk about it, you have so much maybe experience in it, you just have a lot of common sense in it, and it's truly healing something that's obviously going wrong, because it's a karma here, that you have the information or the natural ideas to put it in the right form. Pile number one, you're really being invited here to bring out the spark in you. I mean, with all of this spark in your reading, I'm sure you must know, with the sacral chakra as well, what we're talking about. And you're being invited to start with the leg up. Start taking a step, pile number one, towards that. You're a natural leader in this area, and perhaps overall, but specifically in this area, pile number one. It seems like your reading is inviting you to take a certain step here. Another thing it could be, not pertaining to your spiritual journey, which is definitely written all over your reading, but it could be also in healing karma within the family. You could be the only one who's going to be healing that karma in the family by speaking up. With the one, you are the only one fitted for this role, pile number one. We see the lightning all over your reading. You see everywhere. This is really making me sure that there is something that you're enlightened about and you're ready to come and speak it out. Pile number one. I was kind of worried in the beginning that you may not know what I'm talking about, but seeing the one, I truly doubt you don't know what this is about. This is something that you're passionate about with the Ace of Wands. In fact, we see here that there is build up of energy. So much so that it's challenging you to find your authentic self, your authentic voice with the Page of Wands, pile number 1. We see that it's kind of a compass directing you inside you towards something, to get in touch with your Dharma and to move forward into action. In fact, speaking of the Knight of Swords, we see a lot of symbolism in this. Let me adjust that so you can see it with me. There we go. So we see a lot of symbolism in this Knight of Swords. We do see here the Wheel of Fortune, and it's overlaid with the cosmic astrological wheel, kind of seeing that the time is now. Do you see that with me? We see, of course, the white with the Pegasus, the white all over there, showing clarity of thought, especially, of course, with all of the lightning that we see all over your reading, showing mental charge, spiritual enlightenment is the word I'm looking for. Spiritual enlightenment. You really are illuminated in this area, and you'll be speaking out very valuable information that will truly heal a certain situation or maybe people. As with the solar plexus, springing some sort of action in place for something to change and happen. With the World card, you're standing on top of a ball, kind of making me feel that you're changing something integral that will have an effect all over the world. And like I said with the Pegasus, we can see that this is a new consciousness, a time of new consciousness that you're bringing forth, pile number 1. Bringing new inspired ideas. This is very inspirational. So since this is your important message that the time is now, pile number 1, I'm going to pick up your tarot cards and I will ask, how can you start taking action? What kind of things are you expected to do? Some sort of leg up. What are you expected to do? How can you start taking the necessary action that you are meant to take now? Astrologically, this is your time to do it. King of Swords, planning behind the scenes. You'll be behind all of the actions that are taken behind the world. Pile number 1. Whether people know it or not, a lot of people will know it, but you will be the one to spring this into action with the leg up. So what are you expected to do? You have the Lover's card. Let's not hide this beautiful Page of Wands. Let's put it here. You have the Lover's card, the 5 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, okay, and the King of Wands. Not surprised with that one. With the Page of Wands and the King of Wands, I'm really seeing bring this dream into action now. Start sitting on the throne of action taking. Pile number 1. Let's see, what are you expected to do here? What I'm seeing in your cards, pile number 1, with the 5 of Cups, you could be a little bit lost and worried, not knowing where to start, where to begin. You're worried about many things that you may not have with you. You know you have your willpower, you know you have your skills, you have that idea that would truly help, but you feel like you're missing so many things. So what I'm seeing in your cards here is that there are two ways to look at this. One way is to continue to worry about how it's going to build up, what you're going to do about it. And another way is to put this in the background and only focus on this mission and your love for it. And from there, you will see, if you charge with the Three of Wands from this, with this direction, you will be able to reach what you want. And if you started with the mindset of, I'm not sure if I can do it, I don't have the time, this or that, this is how you're going to be moving forward with it. So really, the Lover's card is a card all about a choice, making a choice, and how you deal with this. Which idea to take and to move forward with. So I see your spirit guides telling you to not worry. Just start taking the step. Take action with love. And once you take one step, the next step will appear, and then the next, and then the next, and so on. Especially that you have the Six of Cups appearing here on top of the Knight of Swords. This is taking me back to the past lives, the Six of Cups. We're talking about you knowing what to do way from a long, long time, so far back. In fact, we're taking a look at pictures of ancestors so way back that you've done it many times in your past lives. And that's the last card that we got, right? So it's like a vortex here. We're going, and that's where we placed it. So we're going way back to a time or many times where you've done such things before. So you have inherent skills that will help you charge forward. You know how to do it inside you, within you. There's an inner knowing, pile number one. I wanted to say something here. Oh, yes. I remember what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that there's so much maturity to you, pile number one. We see the idea of leadership all over your reading. This could not be a coincidence, especially with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is the most willful and aggressive, wanting to fight for the highest ideas, and the highest good, of course. So we're seeing fairness and leadership. Someone who's straightforward and honest, which was your reading from the very beginning, pile number one. And it is this type of leadership that is needed to heal the world at the moment. You are one of the most important people, believe it or not, playing a very huge role in healing a karmic situation. And what you're doing, you'll be the only one who can do it. Perhaps because of your past experiences or your many past life experiences. Together, you have something unique to say, pile number one. And you're now with the lightning bolt, enlightened and ready to make this discovery, to speak out your truth and to live your dharma, helping heal a karma. Pile number one, thank you so much. I hope you heed the call. I really hope you heed the call. I have so much respect for you. All the best of luck in this mission and in this great healing journey. You have something super honest to say. May you be blessed. That was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number one. This may help you in your journey and in other important areas of your life. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. Now there's an audiobook to this book, by the way, if you're interested as well. And you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 1, it was such a pleasure, and I'll catch you in the next reading. And it was such an honor, really. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at the message, the important message from your spirit guides. So you have chosen the Quail and Gooseberry. Let's keep it here for now. And let's take a look at your oracle cards first. So you have the Moon, chaos, illusion, intuition, create and wait for clarity. I'm kind of feeling like these two are coming together very strongly with the Quail and the Gooseberry. But I'm going to wait. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards first. You have Unfinished Symphony, right? This is really cool. Let me adjust it. There we go. Unfinished Symphony. All right. Okay, I like that. You also have Aletheia. All right. The Greek word for truth. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards and see what this is about. Oh, okay. Unfinished Symphony with Aletheia is half truth. Okay. So you have the Wheel of Fortune with change. Right, I see. Okay. You have the Two of Cups with friendliness. You have the Queen of Wands. The Ten of Swords. The King of Cups. The King of Wands. Interesting. 2 kings. Do you see that? Whoa. That is significant. You have the King of Pentacles. In fact, I'm going to leave it here. The amount of kings in your reading, pile number 2. Wow. All right. And you have the Ace of Wands. And what a beautiful Ace of Wands. Wow. Okay. So straight away, I'm seeing that you are anticipating some sort of danger. You're worried about some sort of change, pile number 2. Perhaps you heard some information that is making you worried. But what I see here that your spirit guides want to tell you is that what you've heard is half truth, is not complete information, is not the full picture. Pile number 2. What you're worried about is not the full picture. But the problem is, or the situation now is that it's taking a toll on you. This information that you've heard is really worrying you. You feel like you're not going to be able to go through it or recover or do anything about it. But that is half truth, my dear pile number 2. We see with your main card, the Quail and the Gooseberry, some sort of being you feeling like you need to be careful. Because look, with the gooseberry, it's a delicious fruit or a nice treat, right? But it's full of thorns. It's loaded with thorns that are meant to protect this delicate fruit within. Let me show it to you. Right? And also the quail anticipates danger by hiding between low growing vegetables to monitor for predators. So that, along with the moon and the chaos and the illusion, we're seeing that you're anticipating some sort of worry or danger. But the information with the illusion and these 2 cards, I'm really understanding the idea that yes, you are anticipating something, but it's a half truth. It's not half as bad at all as you are worried about. Pile number 2. I'm seeing with this quail and the gooseberry to take advantage of this foreknowledge that you have, that you're worried about, to plan for things, to prepare for what's to come. But as you plan, stand strong like the Queen of Wands and know that you're not going to be half hit, or you're not going to be in any way in the position that you are worried about. My dear pile number 2, with all of the cups, the King of Cups and the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles, you will be all right, is the least I can begin to tell you. So don't worry about that. You'll be standing strong on your throne. You'll be doing absolutely well. Don't worry, pile number 2. But at the same time, make use of the knowledge that you have to prepare for the slight change ahead. And in fact, I want to tell you, pile number 2, that you will be surprised to know that what you're worried about now will put you in a very favorable position. What you thought was going to be dark will turn out to be light. Do you see? What you thought was going to be dark will be the reason for your light. My dear pile number 2. With the Ace of Wands, usually the Ace of Wands are all about springing into action. So you have information, you're worried about something, you're being invited to spring into action. But with this specific Alice in Wonderland Ace of Wands, we see it being in the Queen's croquet ground, right? We have the croquet balls as the hedgehog, and then we have the mallets as a live flamingo. So yeah, there's so much at stake. You're maybe hesitant about taking action. But what I see with all of these kings, pile number 2, and that with the unfinished symphony, is that you will be more than okay. The unfinished symphony is, in my point of view, a melody, a lullaby that is not truly complete or true. It's half truth. So you need not worry excessively about what you're worried about or what you know. Let change happen. Make sure and understand with the Two of Cups and the friendliness, especially with the trees, your spirit guides are there with you in another realm, but they're there to help you. You're not alone, pile number 2. And if you take a look at the kings, the kings are amazing. It seems like you'll be fine emotionally, you'll be fine in terms of your work, your position, you'll be fine in terms of your finances. And the only king missing here is the King of Swords, showing me that you be the King of Swords now. Take charge of your mind, take charge of how you're thinking about this, plan for what you're worried about from now, and you'll be the rest of the kings. You'll be all right. In fact, I love what we're seeing here with the King of Cups. We do see here the whale or the Piscean shield, showing that there is cosmic love. You are protected. You're not going to be alone. You'll be fine. We see a dolphin, and take a look at that, pile number 2. You know, the dolphins millions of years ago, they slipped into the ocean and then they transformed into water mammals that we know now, right? So they've adapted beautifully with the environment. And we see here that the change you're worried about, you will adapt beautifully. In fact, you'll be in a very favorable position. Again, you see with the King of Wands here, shield of dragons, which are a symbol of power, transmutation, protection, courage, life force, right? So you'll be strong, you'll be okay. With the King of Pentacles, you'll have more than enough, perhaps you'll have more than enough to take care of yourself, to feed yourself. You'll have abundance of wealth. You'll be stable. There's a strong foundation here. You'll be doing absolutely fine. All the things that are worrying you now are weighing you down. They are half truth. They are not the full truth. Take heed of your worries. Plan for them carefully. But most importantly, take charge of your mind, because it is that will give you the power to go through this in this amazing position that we see here. Mind-blowing reading, pile number 2. Such empowering spirit guides that are strongly there for you. Pile number 2. I'm going to take your tarot cards before I finish your reading and ask, what advice do you have from your spirit guides in order to apply this? Oh, thanks. Let's see what these are. For you have the Chariot, the Star, the Fool, and the Two of Wands. Pile number 2, I see your spirit guides telling you to continue to charge towards your dreams. Continue to take a leap of faith towards what you want. And it is through that you will find your balance somehow. To not let your worries hinder you from what you want to do. Continue to move forward as you are. It seems with the Star, you're not just good. The Star and the Queen of Wands, you're kidding me. You have big dreams. Continue to go towards them. Don't be afraid of new changes, new beginnings. Take a leap of faith towards what you want. And go through this time with balance. Most importantly, be balanced emotionally and financially as well. Pile number 2, be balanced emotionally and financially, and you are going to do just fine. Such an inspirational reading, pile number 2. Please don't worry. From my heart to yours, I wish you all the best of luck in your journey. May you always be protected, strong, and happy. So that was your reading, pile number 2. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. This book may really help you in your journey, pile number 2. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the journey. There's an audiobook available to this book now, and if you're interested in that, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 2, it was such a pleasure doing this reading for you and connecting with you. I wish you all the best, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Chipmunk as well as the Laurel. The Chipmunk and Laurel, as well as the beautiful Moonstone. So together I'm already kind of understanding something here, but as usual, I'm going to wait and take a look at your whole cards. So you have the Scarecrow, Tattermalion, Decoy, a Ruse, Beware, Bogus Friends. Okay, let's keep that here and take a look at your oracle cards first. So you have, the Riddle. Now that is unexpected, all right. Okay, there's more to this story. You also have by the book. Okay, let's now take a look at your tarot cards. So, you have awareness with the Chariot. You have the 10 of Pentacles with We Are the World. You have the Magician. The 10 of Cups. Wow. 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Where the Magician is in the middle, surrounding the Magician, right? This is coming across, especially that the Chariot here is talking about a new you. So this is all tying beautifully together with the Chipmunk and Laurel and the Moonstone. I do want to explore what's going on here. You also have the 5 of Swords. The 8 of Cups. What? An 8 of Cups. You have... Love this 8 of Cups. You have the 2 of Wands. The 3 of Wands. And maybe I can fit this one here. You have the 3 of Pentacles. Right. All right, let's take it little by little. Let's start with the obvious part first. I see here your spirit guides telling you, pile number 3, that you are on a new venture that will surely lead to success. And the reason I'm saying that, you're already moving with the Chariot. You're already moving. And the reason I'm saying it's a venture that will surely lead to success is because first we have the laurel leaves, which is a symbol of victory. As you know, it was used to crown the ancient Olympic Games, the people who won, the winners who won the Olympic Games. And then you have the chipmunk, who I read about is often takes the road less traveled, so that you're going through a unique road, and as they take the road that's less traveled, they find hidden pathways that others are not seeing, leading to great success and happiness. Now, you're presented here as the magician, meaning you are obviously very talented, very skilled. You're manifesting something. Do you see with this 8 of Cups? Usually the 8 of Cups is depicted kind of a sorrowful energy, where we're leaving behind something and we have a heavy heart as we're leaving it. But look at this card, my dear pile number 3. You're leaving behind an old world and moving towards something super successful with the rainbow and the star, resulting from this road that you're taking at the time being. Pile number 3. In fact, you have the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is the first what is it called? Sorry, the deacon of Aries in Thoth, showing destructing something in order to create something with force. So you're definitely already embarked on something. You're moving with force. You've left something behind. And by the book, with the Magician, I see that you're very knowledgeable. You know exactly step by step what you need to do. It's very carefully crafted and planned. You know your way. You know your vision very well. You know what you want to achieve, and you're moving towards it. I see your spirit guides telling you that this way that you are on now will surely lead to great success. You will be fulfilled emotionally and financially. Pile number 3. Now we have the 2 of Wands in conjunction with the 3 of Wands, as well as the 5 of Swords. I see what this is about. I see now. Here in the 3 of Wands, this is the Alice in Wonderland 3 of Wands. You see Alice having, looking at, first of all, the chessboard land. And she has an ambitious dream. She's planning to become the queen, right? In the chessboard game. And after a long journey, she does actually become the queen. But when she does become the queen, she realizes that it wasn't all that. So this doesn't mean that you will not be enjoying your dream at all. And the reason I'm sure is because you have the 10 of Cups. So while you will be enjoying great success and great happiness, don't let this dream with the 5 of Swords and the Scarecrow become a decoy for another shadow that you may want to heal. And that's the riddle here. Here's the thing. And that's your important message from your spirit guides. You're going to do great success. You know it, pile number 3. You're going to be happy. But there is a certain shadow here. Part of your shadow is pushing you towards the success. And I see your spirit guides telling you to pause. Continue on your journey. You will succeed. But along the way, make sure you understand your intentions well and heal it along your journey. Because if you let it be the destination and then you reach your destination, you realize that it didn't satisfy you, then you perhaps may have wasted years or a long journey not giving attention to this shadow. For example, let's say someone's shadow is wanting recognition from someone in specific. Let's say a parent, or finally wanting to prove a parent wrong or prove some friends wrong out of pain. So while there are so many other reasons that this person wants success for, if they don't heal over the years this shadow, when push comes to shove, they create all of this success. Maybe they still won't get the recognition that they want from these certain people who hurt him or her in the past. And so now, instead of celebrating all this great glory, this shadow rests there, still causing pain. So I see your spirit guides telling you to be careful, to not associate a certain shadow that you may not be noticing now, and to heal it as you go along this journey, so that you can truly celebrate with great happiness, and to not attach this shadow to the success, but rather to heal it along the way. so that you can work towards it for all the right reasons, and not let any shadow or wrong reasons be an ingredients in what you're doing. Hence, some way not giving you the full potential in what you're creating. Pile number 3 is the exact message that I see here for you. By the way, if you're hearing any noise in the background, this is my dog sleeping. This is just a heads up. Thank you for your understanding. And now we can very much understand this energy of the Chariot that is presented in your, and the 8 of Cups that were chosen for your reading here. In the 8 of Cups, we do see, of course, the rainbow here that's shining brightly with a promise of new gifts and opportunities. The mountain represents success, so you're moving towards all of that. But do you see, with the star here, it has like an internal portal illuminating the way to the higher self, right? And it's like by following this sacred light that we find healing, love, and success. And you do see there is here a lunar eclipse. Perhaps you started your journey during the lunar eclipse. That's something that I just thought of now. And also here, the lunar eclipse, it activates the energy of moving on, of letting go, of healing shadow and growing to becoming your higher self along this journey. So you're being invited by your spirit guides to not just embark in this success, which is definitely happening. You're visiting pathways that others haven't. You're skilled. You're meant to do this. You're highly skilled. So success is inevitable for you. But don't forget along the way about yourself. Don't let success overshadow, act as a decoy to a certain shadow that you also may want to heal. Pile number 3. And that's the riddle right there, because they are interconnected in your case. And it's the right way to heal both. And that's why I have the 2 of Wands, to go in both directions and not just one. At the same time, simultaneously. And that is a journey that you will succeed at doing, as long as with the 3 of Pentacles you work on it bit by bit in both directions. And that's why I understand now you have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, which shows clearly, pile number 3, that you will be succeeding in your mission, in your journey, in your path. And you will be succeeding in healing your shadow and growing. So all of the best of luck with that, my dear pile number 3. I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to first pick out 3 cards to get advice from your spirit guides, further advice on this beautiful journey that you've embarked on, and see what your advice is. Can we kindly get advice for pile number 3? Thank you. About their journey. 1, 2, and 3. It's all in 3s today. Maybe you've seen a lot of 3s, pile number 3. That's confirming synchronicity there. A lot of 3s in your reading. So you have the Fool. Wow. The World. Whoa, what a promise. Big promise. Wow. My goodness, my dear pile number 3. Oh my God. This is a promise from your spirit guides that you are on a path to success. You'll be achieving everything that you want and more. So why not have it all, is your message, my dear pile number 3. pile number 3, I'm so excited for you. What an amazing journey. Thank you for allowing me to be part of it during this reading. I wish you all the best of luck from my heart. And what wise spirit guides you have, my dear friend. So that was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate on reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. If you're interested in that, there is also an audiobook to it now. You'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. Pile number 3, thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in. Wishing you all the best of luck in your journey. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful Amazonite heart as well as the Hound and Pear. So let's take a look at your cards and see what your important message from your spirit guides is. We'll be starting off with your oracle cards first. So you have the Bear. Let me adjust that. Patience, boundaries, wait for the right moment. Okay. I'm getting an idea, but we're gonna wait and see. Okay, you have the Creator. Okay. You have Treasure Island. Okay. Now let's take a look at your tarot cards. So, you have Thunderbolt, which is the Tower. Right. You have the High Priestess with Inner Voice. The 7 of Cups. 7 is a significant number because I just saw now 0707 as the 7 of Cups was coming out. So maybe you've been seeing a lot of 7s. Oh my. 7 of Swords. Didn't I tell you? All of a sudden, there's a lot of 7s. 7 of Swords. 6 of Swords. 6 of Wands. The Chariot. And you have the 8 of Swords. Quite interesting cards. So I'm seeing that your spirit guides are talking about a certain connection, a certain friendship with someone. This is someone that you haven't connected with in a long time, but maybe needs you there at the moment. With the Hound, of course, the Hound is a symbol of loyalty and friendship. And it blows my mind that it came with the Amazonite heart. So clearing the air with someone and bonding or rebonding with them is a message that I'm seeing here from your spirit guides. Also, the Pear is a symbol of care and affection. So I really see your spirit guides kind of asking you to extend your affection and love with someone that you haven't connected with, that needs you at the moment. Now, this is perhaps someone you've set boundaries with. So be careful, pile number 4. You want to connect with them while setting clear boundaries at the same time. And so in order to know when to connect with them, with the High Priestess and this card here, it's saying wait for the right moment. You'll know when the exact moment is. But with the Creator, I feel that your spirit guides are saying to take the initiative, to be the person who takes this initiative. Pile number 4. With the pear, you know, the pear, as much as it is a symbol of care and affection, it's also fragile, because when you hold it, it easily, what's the word? Bruises. It easily bruises. So it needs to be handled with care, especially at this moment. This moment seems to be tricky, this connection. It might be awkward. You see Alice is in the train cart with different people who she sees are weird, a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah. Perhaps it was a connection that was left for a long time. Yeah, was abandoned for a while, and you're not sure if you should connect, and the situation is awkward and tricky and also fragile. But what I see with Treasure Island here is that your relationship will be a treasure. It's going to prove to be more than you need for both of you, but you may not see that right now, and especially for you, pile number 4. It's going to turn out to be a treasure. You have the 6 of Wands. It's going to be successful. It's going to be beautiful. But at the moment, you could be stuck, not knowing what to do. It may not be comfortable. It may be awkward. And so really, I see your spirit guides telling you with the 6 of Swords to take it slow and don't do anything awkward. Keep your boundaries. Wait for the right time. That's literally written here. And the bear hibernates and is also a powerful animal. So wait. At the moment, if you connect, it might be awkward and it just might push things off between the two of you. So wait for the right time to make a creative move that will turn out to be successful. Pile number 4. What an interesting reading. I feel like there may be some misunderstanding here between the two of you due to heightened emotions that you may realize later that were a misunderstanding, especially that you have the Amazonite. When the air clears out, you'll be able to see the misunderstanding. Pile number 4. And the reason I say that is because of the story of Saint Guinefort, which is a 13th century French greyhound. And this greyhound saved his owner's infant from a viper. So the owner comes back, sees blood all over the greyhound's mouth, and cannot find his son in the crib. Is it called? Yeah, the crib. And so when he sees all this blood on the greyhound, sorry, the cradle, not the crib. I was trying to remember the cradle. Yeah, so he gets really angry, thinks that the greyhound has eaten his child. And with anger, he kills his greyhound. In pain and anger, kills his greyhound. Only later to find out that after a while, he hears his son crying, and he finds his son under the cradle next to a dead snake, which the greyhound has killed, and realizes at that moment that he did a tragic mistake, killing a faithful hound. My goodness. So a faithful friend that was only there to protect his son. So we clearly see that it would be a tragic mistake not to reconnect, but to not do it now, and to do it with intelligence, with creativity, to find the right moment to reconnect and to clear the air, to do it in a smart, swift way, almost, what's the word called, seamlessly, at the right moment. You will get that moment. Use it, do it effortlessly, and you will see that this is a friend that you will treasure. You will create a successful, with the Six of Wands, a successful connection with this person that will really prove to be a beautiful connection between the two of you. But at the moment, as the pair shows, it is sweet yet fragile. Let it be for now. Pile number 4. What an interesting reading you have indeed. We kind of see here through the Six of Wands the description, the future description of the connection between the both of you. With the spirals, in the sunflowers, I see life force being created, meaning a lot of love between the two of you, a strong bond. The Six of Wands themselves, they're being presented by blooming sunflowers, right? Showing joy, fulfillment, a successful connection. We also see the sun rising in a heart. Did you see that? Showing a new promise, a new adventure between the two of you. And most notably as well, we see a horse and a rider galloping through a starry night, where again, the idea of exploring together new possibilities that you haven't seen together. Maybe there is a special bond and a special connection, unique, that's going to take both of you high in a certain place where, yeah, there's a special bond that can be formed between the two of you that can be very unique. Perhaps due to your loyal nature, your loving nature, where both of you will click at a time when it's supposed to happen, but perhaps a time where both of you will be sound and mature for it. But I kind of feel like the time is near, because this is a reading of your spirit guides telling you to take heed of this call, to wait for the right time. Maybe this person has, since this person was abandoned in the past, maybe you set boundaries, or maybe you weren't talking. It wasn't the time. Now, during this year is the time, I believe. It's coming near, and I see your spirit guides telling you to reconnect in a creative way. Yeah, with the 2 dolphins, I feel like you'll really be, because the dolphins are humans' friends, and I feel like you are going to become 2 great friends. Again, do you see that? Different decks, 2 whales. 2 beautiful forces of power together. Pile number 4. Now I'm going to get some cards and get some advice from your spirit guides to see how you can go about it with that. We do see the main card of being creative. Let's get more information on that, pile number 4. So can you kindly guide pile number 4, please, on how to do that efficiently, creatively, and successfully, so that it's not awkward while setting the boundaries discussed? What is pile number 4 advised to do, please? Okay. So I'm seeing this one and this one. I wasn't expecting all of that, but let's see. 4 and 3. So it's divided like that. So let's see. You have the Fool. Yeah, okay. Three of Cups. Oh, you have the Hound here. And, ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. So before we go to the next 4 cards, I already see the understanding that you'll find an opportunity where perhaps you, with the clown, make this person laugh, joke, and start connecting on that joke, building upon it, and you will find that it's going to be a successful hit of luck, this joke or this opportunity, where it's actually going to start connecting you, doing it in a smart way, yet while standing on a high ground and being poised and waiting for the right moment, keeping the boundaries, right? It will prove to be a great hit. And you have Justice, the Tower, the King of Wands, and the World. So with Justice coming next to the Tower, because especially we saw that here, I see your spirit guides telling you to measure your boundaries. So see this Justice as they hold the scale. I'm imagining a measuring tool. In the beginning, you will have to be very, very, you have to have your eyes open to, you have to have a gauge to what you accept and what you don't accept. Very clearly from the beginning. So when this person is responding, they're behaving with respect, you give that too. If they're not, you as well stand there with strength and end it with the World. They learn through the behavior that you're not taking anything that you don't like, and that at the same time you are very loving and fun to be around when they connect. So through that, you teach them that you're not taking anything that you don't like. You're not waiting to be there. You would love to be there, but you're not going to be there if you're not respected. And through that gauge, I think you'll be able to set the strong boundaries that your spirit guides are mentioning, clearing the air, setting yourself on the right foot, putting yourself in the right place, and growing that connection from there. Slowly but surely is your key with the 6 of Swords, pile number 4. Never rush into it. And like everything amazing starts step by step, little by little, until the little becomes a lot. Pile number 4, that was your reading. I wish you all the best of luck from my heart with this wonderful connection. I know you will find it easy to do when the time comes, as your spirit guides are showing. It will be like a piece of cake. When the time is there, all the best of luck. May you have a wonderful connection with this person and everyone that is dear to you. So that was your reading, pile number 4. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate on reading it. You won't waste time reading it, and really can help you in your journey of achieving your dreams. Pile number 4, it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. And so if you're interested in that, there's also an audiobook that I've released, by the way. Maybe you'll enjoy that as well. You'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 4, it was such a pleasure. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.